afternoon, good evening, good night, 7th graders. It's Friday, February 12th. It's week 2, quarter 3 in review, or I should say quarter 3, week 2 in review. This week, we talked about historical fiction, what it is, we looked for a historical fiction book, and we started to read together. This weekend, ELA7, week 2, Tuesday, HF book will be marked missing. That's the assignment you had this week, and actually, now that I think about it, that's a little bit of a fib there. It's not going to be marked missing this weekend, it'll be marked missing Monday, and I am going to mark it missing on Monday, and I know usually I'm pretty lenient about when things get turned in, but I really need to know, or I really need that assignment, because that's going to tell me what book you want to read, so that I can put you into a book club group. And again, these groups are not like, you might not even be reading the same book as your group mates, but you're going to be reading about the same time period, or maybe at the very least the same topic. So it's really, really important that we get that turned in. So that's why I'm going to mark it missing like right away. And you know what? I think I might start doing that more often, since chances are pretty good that we'll have in-person support coming up soon. Okay, so this week on Monday we did the fast test. Remember, that was also last week too. If you didn't get a chance to do the fast test, do not worry. If you got a free 20 minutes sometime, take it. If not, don't worry. If I really need you to take it, me or Miss Parker will ask you to do it. So there's no, if you don't have it done yet, panic not. Okay. Tuesday, we talked about what historical fiction is. Remember, historical fiction is a book, a fictional book. So the characters, most of the characters are made up, and it happened in the past, right? And we're also including not in our definition of historical fiction, but the work that we're doing, you can also do historical narrative. So a book that's about a real person, but it's told as a story instead of like a textbook or a biography, right? Then Wednesday, we did a historical fiction read aloud, the book Patrol by Walter Dean Myers. We talked about the 2 questions you should be asking yourself when you start these books, and those questions are, well, if you don't remember, those questions are, what kind of person is my main character, and what's going on? And that's what we talked about Thursday, is getting ready to read your own books. So coming up with a notebook plan, coming up with a plan of how long just a rough estimate of how long you think this book will take you to read. And finally, last but not least, asking those 2 questions I just mentioned. Sorry, my brain. Anyway, the assignment this week, as I mentioned earlier, is ELA7, week 2, Tuesday, HF book. And all that was a little thing that you filled out that told me what book you were reading, who the author was, what time period you thought it might be set in, and just checking and making sure that you know that it is a historical fiction book. Now remember, those definitions and all that stuff is in Tuesday's folder too. So have a great long weekend, be safe, have fun, stay warm, and get some reading done.